Hello everyone, and welcome to today's iRacing video. We're here at the circuit de Gilles Villeneuve in Canada for a IMSA Hagerty multi-class race. We're again here in the Lamborghini, qualified P4 with a low 137.3, I think it was. We're about a second off the pace, but I did have a pretty sloppy qualifying. We're here on Casino Straight. We're about to get underway here, so yeah, if you do enjoy the video, consider giving it a like, subscribing, checking out the Twitter in the description down below. And yeah, hopefully it should be a pretty crazy race. This track is pretty windy and tight.
For 45 minutes.
So yeah, it's a pretty tight, twisty track. I'm surprised as many people queued it up as they did. Usually when it's like this, people tend not to run these tracks.
6 in the right lane.
But I personally really like this track. It's a really hard track to master, but again, when you do nail a good lap, it's good fun. Again, kind of a trend with the last few tracks have been doing. It's a not a motivation track. It's a momentum based track. So if you have a really good first sector, you carry it through majority of the lap, which is really good. Just sets you up in that respect. So yeah, curbs are extremely aggressive, and you can't really crash into them, as you'll tell, especially here through this final right left into the wall of champions. It's a really hard track.
Green, green, green.
Hopefully no heroics into this corner. See, I made a bit of a mistake. I was on those curbs, and Ethan, who realistically should have been in front of me, got back past me.
There's an incident in turn 3.
Big micro stutter. Well, I wouldn't even call it a micro stutter, it was that big.
Okay, Oliver, decent start. We can build something from here.
Very difficult track to overtake on, and a very easy track to stick it in the wall. We are also continuing our kind of pseudo series we were running regarding getting up to 4.9 safety rating. We had a pretty good week last week. We were able to come up, I think, 0.3 with our, I think it was the IMSA Hagerty race at Daytona. And we've also got Will in the Corvette behind us down this straight, so once he gets onto the back of us, I'm going to do my best to let him through.
There's an incident in Wall of Champions. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Oh, there's been some dramas further back with, I think, that GTE rejoining the track. In order to get an increase to our I rating, we need to pass at least one of these cars. I think it's 2 BMWs and a Porsche, because we've got the third highest I rating in this lobby, so that's why. That being said, though, if we were to finish 4, I think it's only a 4 I rating hit. I'm not even glancing down at that relative at the moment. I don't want to risk it. So I'd be pretty happy if we just have a good race, can stay with them, not have any dramas. I'd be just as happy with that result. But by the fact how hard they're fighting each other, it's going to be pretty easy to stay with this pack. With Will almost holding up that pack behind because he's struggling to catch back up with us. It's going to be hard for Travis and David to catch back up to us, bar us making a little bit of a mistake, which is entirely possible around this circuit. these guys seem to be pretty respectful, in all seriousness, about how they're racing. They're giving each other plenty of room, and there's plenty of good hard racing to be had by the looks of it. Formula One summer break has just wrapped up. Actually, there's no chance I'm going to be talking about this topic on this track, but yeah, we got Spa this week after almost a month. Come on, mate.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Didn't mean to tap him. Very sorry about that, Will. Didn't expect him to be on the brakes that much, to be perfectly honest.
Has increased to 2.7.
Also got David T. Summers. That gap, he's gotten past those two cars. He has closed that gap up a little bit. Oh,
Summers behind is now
Tom in the Porsche has had an issue.
Okay, Oliver, our refueling window will open after 15 minutes and closes at about 30 minutes.
I wonder if we've been shown the meatball or something.
Good work, mate. Keep it up.
Lucky I spotted him on the brake. Been a pretty good lap, all things considered. We had a little bit of a sloppier first section, and we also had Tom to get past, and it wasn't a straight, but we still had to get past him. Oh, a bit of a slide.
The car behind's pitting. The gap ahead is now 4.2. P3. That lap was a 1:37.29. That's your best lap in this session.
That's pretty good to be setting qualifying pace in race. The GTE's having some dramas. That's another one. Oh, a lot of curb there. Wonder if he's maybe clattered a wall. LMPs are about 20 seconds back down the road.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
37 flat. does make sense that those two BMWs got past me. They're lapping in the 36s, low 36s at that. Myself and David are setting pretty well identical times here. I think he said a 37. Yeah, he was slightly quicker, but still a 37 flat. I think I have a high 36 in there, but it just depends on whether I can do that consistently enough. Curious, I'm going to be watching that relative.
Summers behind is now 5.6 seconds.
To see how much he lost. A few tenths, not too much, but he probably got caught on that straight. I doubt the first of the LMPs will get me here by the end of this straight onto the wall of champions. Will probably get me down the main straight into turn 1, I think. I didn't even.
You're being caught by the LMP2 class cars. Blue flag.
Left side. Clear left.
Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, probably that doesn't help that he set a 36.9 whilst getting lapped by LMPs. That indicates David has some real serious pace. Good exit out of that corner onto the straight. All I can hope is potentially as Luke and Gareth catch David that he does get slowed down that little bit by it. Laps 11 to 18 is where the pit window opens up for me. I know I'm being very cautious into that first corner. Very full on track. Sorry for that. It's not really the kind of track where I can take my hands off the wheel.
Closer. The gap is now 3.4 seconds. You're quicker than you entering turn 3.
I'm pretty sure it's quicker than me everywhere, mate. That being said, I'm lapping 5-6 seconds quicker than Mario behind him. So if we were to get caught and he gets past me, as I said, I'd be happy with that 4th place finish. So we'll be in the 36s this time round.
That lap was a 137.00.
No, it wasn't. It was a 36.9. Oh, too late. That was slow. Very slow through there. Turned in way too early and clipped that into curbing. I think one of the other big things that's holding me up a lot is I'm running the highest levels of downforce, whereas most likely everyone else is either running moderate to low. So on that straight, he'll be catching me a fair bit.
Okay, Oliver, there's a faster class car approaching. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Blue flag. P3.
Right side. Clear right.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. Blue flag. The gap 2.
On your right. Clear right.
Incident in the hairpin. There's a faster car approaching.
What an absolute muppet.
On your left. Clear left.
That lap time was 1:37.
Left side. Clear left.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Far out. That's really bloody annoying. Alright. Now we've got David for company. Kevin has obviously made a mistake somewhere because we've caught straight back up to him. He has been locking it up a fair bit into this corner.
The car behind's a faster class. Alright,
Probably shouldn't
Oliver,
be
hold your
tapping.
nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Making the camera shake all over the place. Ah, deep.
Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
P3.
If we can hold him off until that GTE gets past him. That will give us a little bit of a breather. I'd like to hold him off until we get to the pit stops. Not sure how doable that's going to be though, because he is considerably quicker than what we are. Too deep. Wow, Sean did force the issue there a little bit. Come on, Sean.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
He's pitted.
Sector 2 is 1.2, off the pace.
I
Okay,
don't
Oliver,
care what sector
10
2
minutes
is.
of fuel remaining. Faster car approaching. They're racing us for position. Don't expect any blue flags.
Alright.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 16 seconds.
We've actually got a pit stop on Mario, so I don't think it's going to matter too much what really happens. But I think P3 or 4 is secured at least. I'm a little bit annoyed about those 4 incident points, but hopefully that still nets us a positive safety rating. It should, provided those are the only incident points we have. Move out of the way for Matthew.
Clear left.
That time is slowly going down for Mario though, but I think he's done a fair bit of damage to his chances by being that far back. Like 35 seconds before a pit stop gap is pretty hard to overcome.
We think P2's binned it in turn 3.
Ooh. Has he?
Yellow flag, caution. We think P2 has gone off in turn 4.
That definitely looks like our P2.
Okay, Oliver, there's a faster car bearing down on you. He's the class leader.
Yep, LMP leader.
Car left. Clear left.
All right.
We're halfway home. We estimate 7 minutes of fuel remaining.
So about the 29-minute mark is where we'll have to go. Be interested to see if he's got the meatball for mandatory pitting. $35.5. Wow, what a ripper time by the leader. He may still have mandatory pitting. May just be trying to hold it off until his pit stop window closes.
1.4 seconds. P3.
Got held up for almost 20 seconds there. Closer to 15.
Incident in turn 9. There's a faster car approaching. They're on our lap, so there'll be no blue flag.
3 more laps. Then we're in for our pit stop. All things going well, 3 more. Might be 2 more depending on the fuel burn. Ah. Just too much of that curb. I felt it when I went into that corner. Right. What's the rep?
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
All the champions has to claim its victims. That's exactly what happens there. As I said, the curbs are quite aggressive around that corner.
Okay, Oliver. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
All right. It's kind of self-equilibrated a little bit. The gap to P2 was about this, and we're going to lose a buttload of time. We're going to come out at 10 seconds behind David unless he makes a mistake.
The leader is pitting now.
Alright.
The gap in front has increased to 16 seconds.
Alright. Got on the power just slightly too early with it off camber as well. It was always going to mess me up. Alright. Keep powering down. Hopefully if we have a few good laps. Yep. Getting overtaken by David is more than likely. But if we're quicker than Aaron, it's not completely impossible to get past him.
The leader's pitting now. Minutes of fuel remaining. P2, that was 136.75. Alright, Oliver, very little fuel left. Pit this lap, in this lap.
He's doing his repairs. Or has done tyres accidentally when he wasn't meant to. Because he's still in the pits like 10 seconds later than everyone else. Or he's miscalculated on fuel. My tyres are definitely off. He may have also got some of the repairs done on his car.
gap in front is increasing. It's now 8.8.
Alright, in lap. Oh, and I think potentially something's going on with David because he's 23 seconds behind me. That was 20 seconds originally.
Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour. Okay, Oliver, we'll fill you to the end.
35 litres of fuel.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Alright, he's going to blow the engine up if he keeps revving it. That's Aaron right there.
All clear, push now.
Back a bit heavier on fuel, but let's see what we can do. Jesus, that was a bit rough. Oh wow, both of them have had a bit of a...
There's a car leaving the pit lane. P4.
Alright. Oh, big bucket of oversteer. That's going to cost me a little bit of time. Might be fighting a losing battle.
Summers in front is now 5.1 seconds.
He's had an issue. Maybe a spin, run slightly deep, I'm not sure, but he's definitely had an issue because there's no way Aaron was ahead of Summers. Alright. Approaching.
Alright, Oliver, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. Past the car behind, this guy's their class leader, blue flag.
On your right. Clear right.
Very lucky to get away with a 0x there. Right. Wonder if he's potentially carrying some issues or some dramas, or he may have just gotten held up in traffic because there's a lot of cars at this section of the track.
Okay, Oliver, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The gap to Summers ahead is now 4.7 seconds.
Right. Oh, wow. Oh. That was bloody stupid of me. That's the second time then I've hit that wall. I gotta... I've got to start paying attention with what's going up ahead and just focus on what I can do about it.
Past a car behind, blue flag.
Car right, clear right.
Alright.
Okay, Oliver, you're reeling. Summers in. The gap is now 4.8. They're pretty slow through turn 1.
And by that you mean they've been slow for the last lap. About 8 minutes left.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
.37 flat up ahead. Alright. It's kind of remaining pretty constant around that 4-second mark. I think it's going to be pretty hard to get those last 4 seconds back up on him.
The gap to Summers ahead is now 3.8 seconds.
because I have a feeling it may have just been whilst he was being overtaken or something like that. Damn it. Went too deep through there. Ethan's set a really slow time. 50.9. What's that, 14 seconds off the pace? Almost 50 by his standards.
Okay, Oliver, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Ah. All right. Now he's back at a 36 flat, so he's back to normal. Must have just been maybe lapped cars or something, being lapped or something like that.
The gap to Summers in front is now 4.0 seconds. You've just done a 137.05.
Maybe a slowdown for taking too much curve because he's dropped down a second over the last corner.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So I doubt this will be last lap. Next lap will be last lap.
Your last lap time was a 136.92.
Staying with him, so if he does make a mistake and can capitalize on it, but I doubt he's going to make a mistake. He's been pretty clean this race. Right. Pretty good exit out of that onto the straight. Last lap now.
We're running on fumes, mate.
Yeah, I know. It's the last lap.
Okay, Oliver. Faster car approaching. It's their class leader.
Sloppy through that.
Just 2 minutes left.
Section there.
2
I think
minutes
it's
to
corner
go.
3. All right, so definitely not a perfect race, but that was damn fun. It was damn exciting there for a while. I think if we hadn't made that mistake at Corner of Champions, we would have been a second place. Probably would have gotten a bit interesting because the guys ahead of us were quicker.
I think P5 has binned it in turn 1.
But the last started P4, finished P4. Was a pretty good race in my opinion. Whew. Beautiful. No. Just got to get through Corner of Champions and then we'll be right. All right, good result, and then we'll jump on into the results once I get past here.
Looks like P1 has gone off in Senna. P4. That's
Beautiful.
it. We're done.
All right, guys. So let's jump on into the results. So, sorry. So 2 splits, we were bottom split, strength of field 1382. Pretty well broke even in both categories. Safety ratings negative of 0.03 and an I rating change of -5. So pretty much remained where we were, which isn't too bad considering that the race kind of fell apart there at the end for us a little bit, or midway through. Still able to recover to a P4 after starting P4, which is a good result for me, and I'm very happy with that. So if you have enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like, subscribing, checking out the Twitter in the description down below, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.